Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we'll see how to load and read a data from a pre-populated database in our app. We'll get an output like this. I have an external database from which I have displayed the data in my app. For this we need to create a database that is a .db file first. For creating a .db file we can use a website sqliteonline.com. I will show you the website. This is the website. You can create a database here and save this database, and after saving this file it will be downloaded in your computer as a .db file. I have shared this site link in the description box below. Now I have created a Flutter project in my Android Studio. I have created an asset folder, copied my .db file from my downloads of my computer and renamed it and pasted it in my asset folder. I have given its path in pubspec YAML file. Now I am using an SQLite database, so I have added dependency of SQLite database here and a path provider dependency for setting the path of our database. As I have an employee database here, I want to display first name and last name of employees. For this, I'll create a model class of employees first with first name and last name. I'll write a class employee. I'll write string as first name and last name. Now create a constructor for class employee and write this dot first name and this dot last name. In this way we have created a model class for our employee. Next step is to create an Dbhelper class. For this I've created a dbhelper.dart file here. I've imported few packages here which I'll be needing it further. In this Dbhelper class I'll create a initDB method first. So I'll write init db async. I've created a initDB method here. In this init method, I want to create a path for my database, that is employee database here, and write the database in this path and open it. For this, I'll write a code here, io.directory, create its variable, say document directory equal to await get application documents directory. Take a string variable, say string path equal to join document directory dot path comma employee .db. I have created a path for my database in this way. Now further I'll check if this database already exists or not. For this I'll take a boolean variable db exists equal to await io.file. I'll give path here dot exist. This will return if the db exists or not. Now I'll check if db doesn't exist. Then I'll copy my database from the asset folder and write it in this path. For this I'll write a code for copying the database. If by data, I'll take its variable here equal to await root bundle dot load join assets, and here employee dot db. I'll take a list in bytes equal to data dot buffer dot as unit 8 list data dot offset in bytes comma data dot length in bytes. I've given these two parameters here. Now I've copied database from my asset folder and will write it in this path. For this I'll write await io.file. I'll give its path here and write as bytes. I'll give its list bytes and give it as flush true. And now I'll open this database. I'll take a variable the db equal to await open database I'll give the path and its version. As it is the first version, I'll give version as 1 and I'll return this database. Now I'll create a database variable here. I'll write static database db, write a future database get db async now if database is not null, then it will return the database, or else it will call the init method which we have created, that is init database method, and it will return this database. Now further I want to read data from my database, so I'll create a method here. I'll write future list employees and write a method name, that is get employees. This method will return list of employees, so I'll write here return employees. I'll create this list of employees. Now I create a variable db client equal to await db. This will return db into db client. I'll take a list in which I'll take all the data from the database. So I'll create a list map list equal to await db client dot raw query select star from employee. Now here I have already created this list of employees. Now for the I'll take a for loop. Say int I equal to 0, I less than list dot length, I plus plus, and add data into this employees list. Now here I will add data from the list which I have created. So a list of I underscore first name. This will be field name which are created into database, and here it will be list of I last underscore name. So in this way we'll read data from our database. Next step is to display this data in a list view. For this I have created a file employee list.dart in this lib folder. This is the file. Now here first of all I'll write a method to get data from Dbhelper get employee method which we have created. So I'll write void get data async and in this method I'll create a object of Dbhelper class Now I'll create list of employees. I'll import this employee model here. It will be as employee list equal to await Dbhelper dot get employees method. Now here I'll create one more list of employees. That is employee list And now in this get data method, I'll write a set state employee list will be equal to this underscore employee list. In this way we have created this get data method. Now we'll create a list view in this container. I'll take list view dot separator. In this item builder, I'll write it as context comma index. This will return a container having a text. Child will be text. Employee list index dot first name. We'll keep a space here and concatenate it with employee's last name. So we'll get text as employee's first name and last name. I'll check the error here and I'll add a null check here and also here. I'll give padding for this text. And keep padding as 15 from all sides. In this separator builder, I'll give it as context comma index divider, keep its height as 0.5 and will give color as colors dot this black 38. Now for item count, I'll check if employee list is null, then item count will be 0, else it will be employee list dot length. It will be size of the list. Forgot to write here null. Also I'll give here as shrink wrap as true and also add a physics here as clamping scroll physics. We'll check with this shrink wrap. W will be capital. Okay, so we are done with the list view code. Now we'll call this getData method from this init method. And now it's time to check our output. So I'll execute my code. And we got our output as expected. So friends, in this tutorial we learned how to read data from a pre-populated external database. So if you like my video, please do like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.